Dear students, in this lecture we will discuss about half-range Fourier series. Students, as we aware that in many engineering problems it is required to expand a function in a Fourier series over an interval of lengths pi or L instead of 2 pi or 2L, or we can say that in many engineering problems it is required to find out a Fourier series of a given function fx in the range either 0 pi interval or 0L interval, which is half of the range, that is interval or period 0 to pi or 0 to L. That's why these series are called half-range Fourier series. The half-range Fourier series can be divided into two parts. Number one, we have half-range cosine series, which contains only cosine terms, and number two, half-range sine series, which contains only sine terms. Now we take first half-range cosine series. Half-range cosine series for the interval 0 less than x less than pi. Half-range cosine series for this interval 0 less than x less than pi is defined by the formula fx is equal to a0 by 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity an cos nx, where a0 equal to 2 upon pi 0 to pi fx dx, and an is equal to 2 upon pi 0 to pi f of x cos nx dx. Okay, so these are the formula for half-range cosine series. Here we are having only cosine terms. Half-range cosine series for the interval 0 less than x less than pi, where a0, an are Euler's coefficients. We can find out a0 by using this formula and an by using this formula. Half-range sine series for the interval 0 less than x less than pi. Half-range sine series is defined by the formula fx is equal to summation n equal to 1 to infinity bn sin nx, where formula of bn is 2 upon pi integration of 0 to pi f of x sin nx dx. Okay, next we have number 3, half range cosine series for the different interval 0 less than x less than L. The half range cosine series for such interval is defined by the formula fx is equal to a0 by 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity an cos n pi x upon L, and where we can formula of a0 is 2 upon L 0 to L f of x dx, and formula of an is 2 upon L 0 to L fx cos n pi x upon L dx. Next we define half range sine series for the interval 0 less than x less than L. Half range sine series for this interval is defined by the formula fx is equal to summation n equal to 1 to infinity bn sin n pi x upon L, where formula of bn is 2 upon L 0 to L fx sin n pi x upon L dx. Okay, now we will take some examples for better understanding the problems of half range series. Let us take some examples. Suppose we have problem find the half range sine and cosine series for the interval for the function fx is equal to x in the interval 0 less than is equal to x less than is equal to pi. We have to find out half range sine and cosine series for this function fx equal to x. What is given? Here given function fx is equal to x and interval 0 less than equal to x less than equal to pi. First we find out half range sine series. Half range sine series for the function fx equal to x in this interval is defined by the formula a0 by 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity an sine series plus bn summation n equal to 1 to infinity bn sine nx. Okay, half range sine series is defined by the formula fx is equal to x equal to summation n equal to 1 to infinity bn sine nx, and suppose this is the equation number 1, and formula of bn is 2 upon pi 0 to pi f of x dx, that is 2 upon pi 0 to pi, and here f of x is f of x into sine nx dx, that is x into sine nx dx. Okay, now we integrate by parts taking x as the first function and sine nx as the second function, that is bn is equal to 2 upon pi. Now we integrate by parts taking this x as a first function and sine nx as a second function, that is first function as it is, integration of second means minus cos nx upon n minus differentiation of first and integration of second, that is minus sine nx upon n square, and limit is 0 to pi. Now these two sign we can cancel out, or we can say here we can put plus sign here. Now we apply the limit. Now first we apply upper limit, that is x is equal to pi. When we put x equal to pi, what do we get here? Here we have this minus is the common term, minus pi upon n and cos n pi, and we know that cos n pi is equal to minus 1 to the power n. Okay, so here we have minus 1 to the power n plus sine n pi. Sine n pi is 0. Here sine n pi is 0 means we can put here 0 minus lower limit. Lower limit is x equal to 0. When we put x equal to 0 into this means we have 0 term, and plus sine 0 is 0. That is Bn is equal to 2 upon pi into pi upon n. Here minus 1 and minus 1 to the power n. We can write down this as a minus 1 to the power n plus 1. This pi's cancel out. That is 2 upon n minus 1 to the power n plus 1. Okay. Now from equation 1. From equation 1, we know that x equal to summation n equal to 1 to infinity Bn sine nx. That is x is equal to summation n equal to 1 to infinity. Value of Bn is 2 upon n minus 1 to the power n plus 1 and sine nx. Okay, that is in series form. Now we can open this. When n equal to 1, here we have minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1, that is 2, minus 1 to the power 2 means minus 1 to the power even number means plus 1. That is we have, when n equal to 1, we have first term sin x upon 1. When n equal to 2, minus 1 to the power 3 means negative number. That is here we have, when n equal to 2, we have minus sin 2x upon 2. And next term in similar fashion we have sin 3x upon 3 and so on. Okay. This is the Fourier sine series for the function fx is equal to x in the interval 0 less than x less than pi. Now next we find out half range cosine series. For the given function. Okay, and we know that half range cosine series for this function fx is equal to x is defined by the formula a0 by 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity an cos nx, where formula of a0 is 2 upon pi 0 to pi fx dx and formula for an, that is, and formula for an is 2 upon pi 0 to pi fx cos nx dx. Now one by one we calculate both the integration a0 and an. Now first we calculate a0. Okay. Here a0 is equal to, formula of a0 is 2 upon pi 0 to pi fx dx, and we have fx is equal to x, that is x dx. Now we integrate this, that is 2 upon pi 0 to pi, and when we integrate this, now suppose we write here a equal to 2 upon pi, and integration of this is x square upon 2, and limit is 0 to pi. Now we apply this limit. First we apply the upper limit. Upper limit is x equal to pi, that is 2 upon pi, and it is pi square upon 2, and limit is pi square upon 2. Suppose this is the curly bracket. When we put x equal to 0, x equal to 0, it is 0, that is a0 equal to 2 upon pi into pi square upon 2. Now this 2 and this 2 cancel out, and we have only a0 equal to pi. Okay. Next we calculate the second term, second integration, second Euler's coefficient an. Formula of this an is 2 upon pi 0 to pi fx, means x cos nx dx, means 2 upon pi. Now we integrate this function, taking x as a first function and cos nx as the second function. First function means x, integration of second, that is sin nx upon n, integration of cos nx is sin nx upon n, minus differentiation of first is 1, integration of this term, that is integration of sin nx upon n is minus cos nx upon n square, and we have limited 0 to pi. Okay. Now here minus minus, we can put here plus sign, these two will be cancel out, and an is equal to, first we apply the upper limit. Upper limit is x equal to pi. Okay. When x equal to pi, here pi, and here we have sin n pi, and we know that value of sin n pi is 0, means this term is pi into 0, plus cos n pi. When we put x equal to pi here in second term, cos n pi is minus 1 to the power n, this is minus 1 to the power n upon n square. Now we apply lower limit. Lower limit is x is equal to 0. When we put 0 here, the first term will be 0. Now second term, when we put 0 here, we have cos 0 is 1, that is 1 upon n square. Okay. On solving this, what we get, an is equal to 2 upon pi, and 1 upon n square is the common term, and inside the bracket we have minus 1 to the power n minus 1. Okay. This is the value of an. Okay. Now from Fourier series, now from this equation we have, now from, suppose this is the equation number 2. Now from equation number 2, what we have from equation number 2? Now from equation 2, we have, equation 2 means we have x equal to a0 by 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity an cos nx. Okay, and value of a0 is pi, that is pi upon 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity an means 2 upon pi n square minus 1 to the power n minus 1, and here we have cos nx, that is x equal to pi upon 2 plus 2 upon pi is the common term. When we put n equal to 1 here, when we put n equal to 1, that is minus 1 to the power 1 minus 1, that is minus 2 cos x upon 1 square. When we put n equal to 1, that is minus 1 to the power 1 means 1 minus 1, that is minus 2 cos x upon 1 square. When we put n is equal to 2, when we have n equal to 2, n equal to 2 means minus 1 to the power 2 means plus 1 minus 1 is 0. When we put n equal to 3 means minus 1 to the power 3 means minus 1 minus 1, that is minus 2 upon 3 square cos 3x. When n equal to 4 minus 1 to the power even number means this will be plus 1 and minus 1 will be 0. Next term will be 0. Okay, we can put plus 0. When n equal to 5, we have next term minus 1 to the power 5 means minus 1, that is minus 2 upon 5 square, and here we have cos 5x, next time will be 0, and so on. Finally, what we have, x equal to pi by 2 minus 2 is the common term, 4 upon pi, and here we have cos x upon 1 square plus cos 3x upon 3 square plus cos 5x upon 5 square, and so on. Okay, I think this is the final answer. I think this method is clear to all of you. If you have any queries regarding this half range Fourier sine or cosine series, then you can comment on comment box, and if you feel this lecture is useful for you, then please like and subscribe this channel, and also you can press the bell icon for getting further notifications. Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day, and Bharat Mata ki Jai.